Hello, salutations everyone from the amazing YouTube enthusiast. This is what Brian Thinks Adventure is speaking to each as well as every one of you. I hope each as well as every one of you amazing YouTubers had a very wonderful Easter weekend break and a wonderful Easter Sunday, Easter Monday last week. I am so very excited, very eager, very delighted to pass on this special live mid-April 2026 update to tell you all the very wonderful positive highlights. What is going on this mid-April, this mid-month, this mid-April, this spring of this April this year as well. Would you like to hear all the very wonderful, exciting news, everyone, for this live mid-April 2026 update? You would? Fantastic. Let's get started. I am very excited, very pleased to let you know I have been selected for next year's Special Olympics 5-pin bowling provincials in the upcoming next winter, next January 2027, next winter of next year, after the summer as well. Also, very excited, very eager to let each as well as every one of you know, my mom got me amazing new men's Psycho Bunny men's pants from Dan's store, Psycho Bunny at West Edmonton Mall. Got it for me as a very wonderful Easter gift for Easter this year. It's very handy for both 5-pin bowling, 10-pin bowling, including bike riding with extra pockets too. It's very nifty, very handy as well. Also, very excited, very eager, very pleased to tell you the wonderful news. I am very excited to say we are getting ready to begin the Special Olympics Bowl-A-Thon on the third Saturday, April 18th, this spring, this mid-April, this month as well. Also, I'm also wrapping up my final 2 months of this year's 2025-2026 Special Olympics 10-pin bowling at Gateway Entertainment Center, Gateway Bowling Lanes on the south side as well. In fact, for those of you who would like to know, my YouTube channel has now reached over 7,014 YouTube subscribers, has now surpassed that, going towards 7,015. Another 3,000 more will be 10,015 down the road as well. In fact, for those of you who would like to know, on Easter Monday, on the first Monday of this April, everybody, I went to Splitsville Bowl and had my amazing sixth visit for the sixth time. It was absolutely amazing. In fact, some of the people of Splitsville Bowl in Christie's Corner near St. Albert know me as well. I have been putting in an extreme amount of extra bowling practices while prioritizing my work at Loblaw City Market in Ice District in the downtown area, especially outside Special Olympics bowling, making preparations for Special Olympics Bowl-A-Thon, especially for my 7th month on the final Saturday this April, especially our 8th month, final last month, very last day of the 2025-2026 Special Olympics 10-pin bowling season at Gateway Entertainment Center, Gateway Bowling Lanes as well. And for those of you who would like to know, I am so very excited, very eager to pass on the news. I am so very excited to tell you my mom's birthday is coming up, and also very excited to let each as well as every one of you know. We are also making preparations, not just for my mom's birthday coming up this April 15th, this coming Wednesday, April 15th this year, but also my stepdad's birthday, my Auntie Bobby's birthday, Ed's birthday of this month of April, and also very excited, very pleased to let each as well as every one of you know. I'm also in the process on inviting my friends for my 33rd birthday party celebration at Doon Bowling Lanes on Sunday, May 10th of next month as well. We don't know the exact times for my 33rd birthday party celebration at Doon Bowling Lanes just yet, but as soon as we can get the information, I will be more than very delighted to share this very wonderful news. It will be on a separate live YouTube video as well. For those of you who would like to know, the Easter weekend came and went so very quickly on the first weekend of this April, folks. In fact, I'm very excited, very pleased to let you know my mom left her amazing Easter gifts, her Easter card, and a couple gift cards, from one of them Lucci's Espresso Coffee and Tim Hortons Coffee. And I also got amazing chocolates for Easter, including a new men's cycle binding pants as well. In fact, for those of you who would like to know, my amazing new men's cycle binding pants are very handy for both 5-pin bowling and 10-pin bowling, and also has extra pockets so I can store my art card whenever using the buses, on ETS, Strathcona County, St. Albert Transit. So whenever I do 5-pin bowling for extra bowling practices at Doon bowling lanes, or 10-pin bowling practices outside Special Olympics 10-pin bowling at Gateway Entertainment Center, Gateway bowling lanes, the banquet in the Ice District, including Splitsville Bowl and Christie's Corner, Northwest Edmonton near St. Albert as well. Most of all, everybody, I have also had made the very understanding and very right decision to postpone and delay my Calgary Stampede trip for another year until the upcoming next summer, next July, next year, 2027, just to get things back up and running. But I do plan to go see my friends in Calgary for a couple days later on during the summer, in the second week or third week, mid-August, or later in August, or after Labor Day, September long weekend, or later on early in the fall next September 2026. I don't have a timeline for that yet, but respectfully, for those of you who would like to know, my amazing fourth season in AS1 All-Stars 1 Special Olympics 5-pin bowling throughout this year, 2025-2026, AS1 Special Olympics 5-pin bowling season was a very wonderful, very amazing success. In fact, very excited to tell each as well as every one of you, I have started getting emails from some of the people with the Special Olympics Bowl-A-Thon link, and with the donations coming up as well. And also very excited, very pleased to let each as well as every one of you know, I am also very excited, very eager to let each as well as every one of you know, after Special Olympics Bowl-A-Thon, I'm looking forward to my amazing 7th month of Special Olympics 10-pin bowling at Gateway Entertainment Center, Gateway bowling lanes, on the final Saturday, April 25th of this spring, this April, including my 8th month, final month, very last day, final day of this year's 2025-2026 Special Olympics 10-pin bowling season at Gateway Entertainment Center, Gateway bowling lanes, with a wonderful 2 games of bowling, year-end awards, a pizza party, year-end celebration. And I am also going to send a very wonderful special thank you speech to all of our amazing coaches in Special Olympics 10-pin bowling at Gateway Entertainment Center, Gateway bowling lanes, to thank them for a very wonderful, amazing season for this year, 2025-2026 Special Olympics 10-pin bowling season. If it hadn't been for my mom, none of this would have been possible for me to do bowling outside Special Olympics bowling, including participating in the Special Olympics Bowling League and both AS1 All-Stars 1 Special Olympics 5-pin bowling at Doon bowling lanes, including Special Olympics 10-pin bowling at Gateway Entertainment Center and Gateway bowling lanes as well. Most of all, everybody, my store, Loblaw City Market in Ice District, we have also begun getting new Roll of Flavor PC President's Choice strips of Roll of Flavors poutine, P-meal bacon sandwich flavor, Halifax Donair, and Spicy Caesar. It's very amazing. It's off the famous charts as well. In fact, for those of you who would like to know, I am also very excited, very eager to get my bike out between later on this month, this April, and the beginning of this spring, this May, including this summer of June, July, and August. So I'm also going to let my friends in Calgary know about my Calgary trip, Stampede trip visit, being removed from this July of this summer to the following next July next year, to summer July 2027, as well as the following summer July 2028, the following summer after as well. So just until I can get things sorted out with my work schedule, get my hours on my work at Loblaws sorted out, and also get my things back up and running between now, this mid-month of April, later on this April, over the next month of May, June, July, over the summer of August, including next fall, before as well as after I begin my amazing 5th season in my participation in both AS1 All-Stars 1 Special Olympics 5-pin bowling at Doon bowling lanes again, including Special Olympics 10-pin bowling at Gateway Entertainment Center, Gateway bowling lanes on the south side for the upcoming next year's 2026-2027 Special Olympics bowling season next year as well. So very excited for that. Most of all, everybody, I am also very excited, very eager to tell each as well as every one of you the very wonderful, exciting news. After this summer, next fall, come September 2026, I will be on my amazing four-year anniversary of working at Loblaw City Market in Ice District in the downtown area of Edmonton as well. In fact, I am so very lucky, very fortunate to work in grocery at Loblaw City Market in the Ice District. My value of doing facing, customer service, pallet, stocking shelves, and also very excited, very pleased to tell you my amazing participation in the Special Olympics Bowl-A-Thon is really going to be a game changer. In fact, the coaches in AS1 All-Stars 1 Special Olympics 5-pin bowling were very impressed with the amazing performances I did throughout my amazing fourth season, throughout the 2025-2026 Special Olympics 5-pin bowling season at Doon bowling lanes. The future in next year's Special Olympics bowling season for the 2026-2027 season is very bright, absolutely super bright. For those of you who would like to hear, I am very excited, very eager to tell each as well as every one of you my 5th year in the 2026-2027 Special Olympics bowling season next year after this summer, after the summer holiday months of summer 2026, after this end of June, July, and August, after the summer holidays, is going to be a very wonderful new game changer. In fact, of all the very understanding things, bright things I am doing now, I am focusing on prioritizing my work and also getting things saved up, and also looking at classes I'm interested in taking for school part-time after the summer holiday months, after the summer, next fall, next September, next October 2026, and aside from next November, next December 2026. I do not have a timeline for that yet, but once I get everything sorted out with my work and get things back up and running again, things will be in a much better position, you might say. Best of all, everybody, what's very wonderful and very amazing, in between my work at Loblaw City Market in Ice District, as well as my participation in both AS1 All-Stars 1 Special Olympics 5-pin bowling, I am very fortunate to make YouTube videos of the amazing ETS buses, Strathcona County, St. Albert Transit, Calgary Transit buses, and LRTC trains of Calgary Transit, including the Capital Line, Metro Line, and Valley Line LRT trains of ETS Edmonton Transit Service, and also whenever visiting our friends and our family out east on visits in Hamilton, Ontario, I am very fortunate to have the very wonderful, amazing opportunity of using our familiar bus routes on our HSR Hamilton Street Railway buses, both in Hamilton as well as Waterdown, using our Go Bus and Go trains on Lakeshore West Line on Go Transit during the day, and always very careful on the subways, the streetcars, on the TTC, on the Toronto Transit Commission, using our familiar Yonge University Spadina line between Bloor-Yonge Station, Wellesley Station, College Station, TMU, former Dundas Station, Queen Station, King Station, between Union Station to St. George Station, St. Andrew Station, Osgood Station, St. Patrick Station, Museum Station, and St. George Station, where I love transferring between our Line 1 Yonge University Spadina line and Line 2 our amazing Bloor-Danforth line, and having a wonderful visit between Bloor-Yonge Station, Bay Station, quick westbound, eastbound subway trip adventure at Dufferin Station on the way, including through Spadina Station, Bathurst Station, Christie Station, Ossington Station, of course, Bay Station on the Bloor-Danforth line. And I'm very fortunate to have our familiar streetcar routes as my amazing transportation, where I used to go to with my Auntie Paula before when I was very young, back in Toronto before moving here to Edmonton, Alberta a long time ago. And what's very wonderful, very amazing is that I have my amazing Presto Smart Fare card to use on our familiar bus routes when riding the buses on the HSR and Hamilton Street Railway in Hamilton and Waterdown on visits, our Go Bus and Go trains on Lakeshore West Line and Go Transit, Burlington Transit, Oakville Transit, My Way, and TTC, and other public transit system authorities across the Greater Toronto Hamilton areas on visits in Ontario, and also very fortunate to make amazing escalator trip videos, elevator trip videos, and random elevators, and I'm always very careful during the day, and also love using my amazing art card on the buses on ETS, Edmonton Transit Service, Strathcona County, St. Albert Transit, Spruce Grove Transit, Leduc, Beaumont Transit, aside from Fort Saskatchewan Transit too. And most of all, everybody, what's very wonderful and very amazing is that I am so very excited to tell each as well as every one of you the future for next year's Special Olympics bowling is absolutely very bright. It is also going to be a new game changer for my fifth season of my participation in both AS1 All-Stars 1 Special Olympics 5-pin bowling at Bonnie Doon Bowling Lanes and Special Olympics 10-pin bowling at Gateway Entertainment Center, Gateway Bowling Lanes as well, ladies and gentlemen. I'm also very excited to move up towards the Special Olympics 5-pin bowling provincials for next year, next winter, next January, next year of January 2027, next winter of next year as well. That's also going to be on a separate live YouTube video as well, ladies and gentlemen. And also, I'm also looking forward to getting things re-updated between now over the summer holiday months, getting my hours sorted out at my work, so this way I can get things saved up for my trips, school, post-secondary college at Nate, McEwen, Norquest, and also looking into Concordia for courses I'm interested in taking in the 2026-2027 semester, as well as the 2027-2028 semester. So as well as the 2028-2029 semester, 2029-2030 semester. I very respectfully do not have a timeline for that yet, but once I have everything sorted out with my work and get things back up and running, I will keep you all posted. Most of all, everybody, I'm also very excited, very eager to let each as well as every one of you know I am also cooking up an amazing treat, a very wonderful, very amazing treat for my mom's birthday coming up for this mid-April, for April 15th of this year as well. Including, very excited, very pleased to tell each as well as every one of you. I'm also going to be talking to my friends on the phone this week as well as next week before the beginning of May, and to let them know about my birthday party at Bonnie Doon Bowling Lanes on the second week of Sunday, May 10th as well. So we do not know the exact times yet, but as soon as that information comes up, I will be talking to them on the phone as well. I'm also very excited, very eager to let each as well as every one of you know I'm looking forward to getting my bike out. I'm looking forward to finding a girlfriend who has a job and who loves attending raves, Soundwave at West Edmonton Mall World Water Park, and who has a very wonderful job, who has a career, and who goes to school part-time in college at Nate, McEwen, Norquest as well. I'm also getting things sorted out, as well as getting things back up and running between now and over the summer. So I'm also going to be letting my friends in Calgary know about postponing my Calgary Stampede trip visit for Calgary Stampede this July to move it to July next summer of next year, 2027, as well as the following summers of July 2028 and summer July 2029 and summer July 2030 down the road as well. So once I get everything sorted out and get things back up and running. But most of all, everybody, the future of my career of Loblaw City Market and Ice District is absolutely super duper bright. I have been working very hard there since I began 3 years ago, back in September 2022. In fact, it'll be 4 years next September in 2026 as well. In fact, I'm very excited, very pleased to let you know, next October 2026, I am looking forward on attending the Greater Edmonton Model Train Show at Edmonton Expo Center in Northlands again at the beginning of next October 2026, later after this summer, early next fall as well. And also, my mom, my stepdad, and I are looking forward on attending the Comic-Con at Edmonton Expo Center in Northlands again after the summer break, after the summer holiday months of July and August, next fall in September 2026 as well. Most of all, everybody, I still keep in touch with some of my friends and some of the people from my old school, from my old junior high, senior high school in Alawai Cairns, as well as outside my old school, Alawai Cairns, in between my work schedule as well. Most of all, everybody, I would like to say thank you very much for this live mid-April 2026 update, folks. Please stay tuned for live end of April 2026 update, including live May 2026 update as well. Thank you again for this amazing special live mid-April 2026 update, folks. We will see you again on the next YouTube video of This Is What Brian Thinks Adventures. I hope you all have a very wonderful week, and thanks again for this special live mid-April 2026 update. I will see you all again soon on the next YouTube video if this is what Brian Thinks Adventures. See you soon, everyone.